We are joined now by Mr. Jim Sinacropi, and he's going to talk to us about a place called Kindred Fare.
Fare.
What is it? Where is it?
It's
What's
a
going on?
Restaurant in Geneva, and it's been open for several years now, and it's a place we go to regularly. It's a place that, in my opinion, focuses on high quality ingredients and not doing too much with them. Not overdoing things, and
right. Pretty simple menu, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah. I guess it's a small menu.
I guess small is a better word.
Yeah.
Simple, yes.
And it is simple. You got burgers, you got some flatbreads, you have some different entrees and a limited amount of appetizers, but everything is usually good and basic in a good way, I guess. They really do prepare things simply, but interesting enough. It's always good. I've never had a bad meal there. The atmosphere there is great. The main room is big with high ceilings and open to the kitchen, and there's a bar right in the middle. There's a side room if you have a group of maybe 8 to 10 to 12 that you can reserve that side room for. Otherwise, they will just, if you have a large group for a reservation, they might put you in there. And then in the summer, you can sit out on the sidewalk in front, which is also nice. And the staff that's there has been there for several years now, same people. And they do a great job, really good job. They got a huge wine list too, which is nice, with a mix of Finger Lakes wines and also wines from around the world. And as you'll see in this review, my wife and I got a bottle of Pinot Noir from Italy that we never had before. That was nice, and it was a great night. And it was another cold February night where we had a warm, inviting time at a local restaurant, this time Kindred Fare. Cold February, Saturday night, headed to Kindred Fare in Geneva for dinner. It's a place I've been many times. They use high quality ingredients, many times locally sourced, and let those ingredients shine through in their preparation. It's a comfortable atmosphere with great lighting, usually pretty crowded at Kindred Fare, and the menu will have something for everyone: salads, plates to share, flatbreads, burgers, daily specials, and entrees. The wine list is extensive with several local Finger Lakes options as well as wines from across the world. It's an open kitchen concept that opens to the main dining room with the bar right in the middle and another seating area off to the side. And in the better weather, you can dine outside as well. Started with a Pinot Noir from Italy and the crispy calamari and fried chickpeas. Simple preparation, not much seasoning on the calamari, but they went great with the pickled vegetables and that aioli sauce. This is shiitake flatbread mushroom pizza, which was outstanding, and we both got specials. For entrees, this is the salmon with a delicious vegetable gnocchi on the side, and this is the grilled ribeye cut, which was cooked to a perfect medium rare with fingerling potatoes and Brussels sprouts and a horseradish cream sauce, which I wish they kept on the side so I could kind of control how much was on each bite, but small complaint. Nice dessert menu, coffees, teas, and alcoholic after dinner drinks. This is the chocolate coconut tort, which was outstanding. Here's a cappuccino to cap off the night, and a standard cup of coffee, which was great. What a great night at Kindred Fare. This Saturday night, I give it an 8 out of 10 and definitely recommend. So there you have it. I mean, as you can see, like the salmon entree, nothing too special, just a really nice fillet of salmon cooked perfectly. Same thing with the steak, and the calamari wasn't overdone. They just had some pickled onions and red bell peppers on top with a dipping sauce. The only complaint I have, and again, I tend to be picky, and it might sound like it's a negative towards a place when really I love going there all the time, is that so the calamari, the aioli sauce they served with it, the dipping sauce, there wasn't enough for all the calamari. So
there you go.
I'm not good at the portion control either.
So yeah.
I was run out.
And so then with my steak, for example, they put this great horseradish cream sauce on the plate underneath the steak, so now as you're cutting up the steak, you don't really control the amount of sauce you have on each bite. Again, minor complaint. I'd prefer it on the side so I could, dip it
Right.
and have as much as I want on each bite.
Sure.
And then with that coconut chocolate tort dessert, the raspberry sauce underneath it was great. And when you had a bite of the chocolate with the raspberry sauce, it was just unbelievable. But ran out of raspberry sauce about halfway through. And again, these are minor complaints. And my personal preference is I like sauces and stuff. And,
Me too. Yeah.
so when we ate half the calamari and the sauce was gone, now you're just eating the calamari dry. And like I said, they don't do a lot to it. Like it's all their preparations to me tend to be like clean and really well done, but not over seasoned and not doused in a sauce or anything. So
Yeah, I like it that way.
but yeah, I mean, I love the place. It's great. I look forward every time.
So taking a look at the menu, is there anything you've been there a few times? Is there anything that you haven't tried there that you want to try, or?
I tend to hope for a special, and those two entrees were both specials. The salmon with the vegetable gnocchi, which, the vegetable gnocchi was really, really good, and my steak was perfectly cooked. It was on the special menu. They have really good burgers there that I've never gotten because I usually go in there for dinner and looking for, more of a knife and fork type of dinner, I guess. But the burgers are really good. The flatbreads are good. They have two options. But usually I'm excited to see what's on the special menu there. So it's a place I'd certainly recommend, and it's always crowded. I don't care if you go there on a Tuesday night. There'll be a lot of people there, but not hard to get into because it is a big place. So, but call ahead, get reservations. And you can miss it too. A lot of people driving down 5 and 20. It's in that little side plaza.
There's a hotel right there, right?
Yeah, Holiday Inn Express, I think. And so you can miss the turn real easy. But once you're down in there, it's a big footprint. And like I said, the wait staff there is fantastic, and I love it. Like I said, I give it an 8 out of 10, which is a pretty high mark. An 8 out of 10 for is a place that I get excited to go to.
Right.
When my wife might say, "Hey, we're going to Kindred Fare tonight," I'm like, "Sweet." 7 and 10, I'm like, it would be like, okay, I'm in. Let's go. But 8 out of 10 is exciting, and rarely do I give 9s out of 10s or higher. Just because you got to leave room at the top end.
You do. You do, Jim.
What's next on the tour day Finger Lakes for restaurants?
Actually, Kicks on Main in Canandaigua.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've never been there. Going there Saturday night for someone's birthday party and our birthday dinner. And I'll have the video working, and I'll have a review posted, I'm sure, by Sunday. Right. End of the day Sunday on our TikTok channel, and we'll talk about it next week here in the studio.
Yep, the TikTok is FL1 Food. I'd love to see more of Jim's ratings and some of his other stuff he's doing in the kitchen too.